Welcome! ChatGPT-5 is, well, it's a bit of a beast. It's fast, it's smart, and it can juggle way more info than you think. And honestly, in 99% of cases, it just works. First things first, because everyone asks this, is it conscious already? No, I don't think so. But it's definitely gotten much better with long texts and huge amounts of information. I'm guessing the expanded context window makes it way smarter and more reliable than the previous version 4. It can handle a lot of data and work effortlessly for hours on a single project. It's also much more professional in its writing style now. The improvement is pretty impressive. That's why I gave it a shot and tested it over a weekend with a crazy goal: write a deep, professional sci-fi story of more than 500 pages in just 2 days. Normally, without AI, that would take me a year. And you know what? It worked, almost flawlessly. Here's how you can do it too. We'll use 3 basic steps. 1. Brainstorming. 2. Establishing the table of contents. Step 3. Flashing it all out step by step. Think of it like starting with a scrappy 2-page brain dump, turning it into a neat table of contents, and then blowing that up into a full book. This method makes sure GPT-5 stays inside your vision, so you don't end up with characters who randomly sprout wings halfway through your novel, unless you want that. Pro tip: be friendly, be patient. Even AI has off moments. If something comes out wrong, just tell it clearly. Trust me, it's a much better collaborator than your high school group project partner. All right, let's get started. Step 1. Brainstorming. Fire up ChatGPT-5 and type, "Dear ChatGPT, please help me brainstorming about my new idea for my upcoming book." If you are ready, I will begin with the brainstorming process. It'll say it's ready. Now, throw in anything that pops into your head. Big ideas, small details, half-baked concepts. This is the most creative and chill step. No rules, no pressure, just you, ChatGPT, and a back-and-forth flow. Do this for 2 to 3 hours. Think of it like filling a giant buffet table. The more dishes you've got now, the better the feast later. For all upcoming and detailed ChatGPT instruction prompts, I've put the exact wording in the description below if you want to copy-paste. So you can skip the following detailed instructions if you want. For the rest, let's continue in detail now. When you're happy, say, "Please summarize all upper details and ideas from the brainstorming process." Brief yet detailed in bullet points. This step might sound small, but it's what locks in your vision so you don't lose track later. Copy that into a text file called O1 Brainstorming. Upload it back to ChatGPT with, "Great, we are done with the brainstorming process, and I combined it all in one document I just provided." And just like that, step 1 is done. Step 2. Establishing the table of contents. This is where your random brainstorm starts to look like a real book outline. Now tell ChatGPT-5, please use the just provided document, O1 Brainstorming, and come up with a possible table of contents for my upcoming book. You'll get a first draft. This is where the second creative wave hits. You'll spend around 3 hours here, shaping your table of contents into something that makes you go, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be good." Once you're happy, say, "Great, the basic concept for the table of contents is done. Now please add extra info and details for each chapter, and include brief yet detailed summaries." Work step by step and start at the beginning. Before you reply, take a deep breath and think through it. You can take personal notes for yourself that you don't share. Think hard. Quality over speed. This prompt makes GPT-5 stop and think. No rushed answers, just the good stuff. Remember, this step is what keeps the AI from wandering off in random directions. Refine until you're completely satisfied. Then say, "Great, we have finished our process of creating a masterfully crafted table of contents and included many details in the chapter's summaries. Please provide it all to me now." Save it as 02 Table of Contents, and at the top add Act 125%. Establishing set the stage. Introduce the world and stakes, and, if fitting, unsettle the balance with an inciting force. Act 2 50%, deepening complications grow, choices gain weight. A midpoint shift redefines direction, and a crisis propels the story toward its climax. Act 3 25%, resolution. The climax confronts the central challenge, leading to transformation and closure, whether harmonious, tragic, or open-ended. That's your pacing safety net. Upload your document back and say, I have created a new text document including the O2 table of contents that I just provided to you. Together with brainstorming, we're now fully prepared for the next step, right? When GPT says yes, buckle up for step 3. Step 3, flash it all out step by step. This is where your book finally starts taking shape, but first we'll set up 2 simple documents to keep everything organized. For the characters Bible type, Dear ChatGPT, please use the 2 documents as reference and come up with a characters Bible. Save as 03 characters Bible, upload it and say, Great, I stored it in a new document 03 characters Bible that I just provided. For the tone, voice and style type, Dear ChatGPT, with all 3 documents, we are ready to create our very own and unique tone, voice, and style for the upcoming book. Please come up with a basic concept. Use reasoning and tree of thought to do so. ChatGPT will reply and you can fine-tune it and save as 04 instructions document. Pro tip. At the end of 04 instructions, paste in my expert writer's tips, the ones that keep quality sky high. I labeled it Universal Storytelling Style Manual. You can find it in the description below. Now the fun part. Switch from ChatGPT-5 to agent mode. Upload all 4 documents and say, Dear ChatGPT, I just provided all necessary documents to you. Please read them carefully now. From now on, always follow the instructions from 04 instructions and use O2 table of contents as the main reference. The other documents are for cross-reference. If you're ready and fully established as the expert author for the upcoming novel, I will provide a new task for you. When it gives the thumbs up, say, Great, from the document O2 table of contents, please provide a fully flashed out version for Chapter 1. Before you reply, think through how to do so to provide a masterfully crafted version. Think hard. Quality over speed. ChatGPT will now generate a fully fleshed out version of Chapter 1. And here's the beauty of it. Once you've got the first chapter, you simply repeat the process for every chapter in your table of contents. Step by step, the pieces stack together until you're holding a complete book. Pro tip. Agent has a practical limit of about 5,000 words per response. So if you're aiming for longer chapters, the trick is to break them down into subchapters in your outline first. That way you can keep the flow natural without ever hitting a wall. And that's it, the full process. 3 steps, 4 documents, 1 weekend. Now you've got no excuses. Go create something amazing. The world needs your story more than ever. Of course, take time to read through what you've crafted and fine-tune. Those last touches are what make the book truly yours. And just between us, reading those 500 pages actually took me longer than writing them. So, go for it. And when your book's out there inspiring others, drop me a comment so I can brag about you in the next video.